Well, good evening, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you this evening. Tonight is the Saturday, the 11th of April, and I'm so grateful to have my dear friend, Reverend Mary Jo Honiotes, with us. Say hello, Reverend Mary Jo.
Hello, everyone. Oh,
The howl
how,
continues.
how low.
For those that I don't know if this is happening all over the country or if it's just a Colorado thing, but everybody's going out here in Colorado, at least everybody's going out on their porches and backyards and howling every night at 8 p.m. One in solidarity with healthcare workers and frontline workers, and as a minister, I have to believe it's really cathartic for the soul to just let loose and not worry about what really comes out of your mouth or your throat for a moment or two. So I take it you've been having fun with that.
Yes, actually, I was out a couple nights ago and I heard this most beautiful howl, and it was from my neighbor's dog.
Mm.
And they walked past me, and I said, "Was that Sky?" And they said, "Yes." And I thought, "Wow, that was I would like to imitate that." But the key is that the dogs are howling too, which
Yes.
is very primal and cool.
Yeah, definitely. So good, good, good. All right, folks. Tonight it's Saturday night. It's time for evening prayers, and as you know, the idea is we gather together 8:15 in the morning Mountain Time and 8:15 in the evening Mountain Time to share a prayer, to get an inspiration, maybe a reflection for the day, whatever it might be. And I am really, really grateful to have Reverend Mary Jo with us. She's been a mentor and an inspiration to me. She's been involved in for it was what 8 years with the Center for Spiritual Living Denver, invited aboard by the original founding member, Reverend Jim Chandler, and still doing great work out on her own now as an officiant and bringing spiritual principle and mindfulness to underserved communities, especially around Asian communities. Um, you stay busy. I'm glad to have you
I
with
am
us.
busy, and I am very blessed that I am working during this time.
Mm,
So able to feel the pause, but I'm also in way, way back at the end of the line of healthcare workers.
gotcha.
I'm not I'm not on the front line, but I am in line in the way back.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, and that I love that because it's able to bring another perspective to what we've been doing here. And I ask pretty much the same thing of everybody that comes on. What's been in this weirdness in this time, whatever we want to call it or label it, what's been in your heart? What's been in your prayers?
Clearly, by our training, what has been in my heart has been the sense of the collective experience that we're having, the collective opportunity that we have to see meaning in this for everyone. Everyone is having the same experience of pause, but their life, our lives look different in the pause.
Right.
So I used to always say, I still say, I see oneness everywhere. And so I think I am attuned to what's here for us to um, to really experience as our connection. And I also have a tender heart to children for whom home is not a safe place, for this pause that is not something that allows one to relax and reflect, but a pause that is highly stressful. So, I think it's an opportunity for us to feel our humanity together.
Yeah.
So,
Mm, yeah. To feel our humanity together.
Yeah.
Exactly. So. Well,
Yeah.
folks, this is we're going to move into that place of prayer here, and this is what we call share a prayer. So I'm going to invite Reverend Mary Jo to get us started, and she'll get moving into prayer space and she'll go until Spirit says, "Okay, you're done," and
Yeah.
kind of at that point, pass it over my way. I'll pick it up, run with it, and wrap it up, and then we'll say our goodbyes, let you know how you can stay in touch and stuff like that. So, dear one,
Okay.
please take us away.
Well, first of all, thank you, Robert. Thank you for this media and medium for us to be together. I've enjoyed seeing other guests that you've had and really appreciate your commitment to prayer and just to, to uh, creating a space for the voice for good and the voice for God. So thank you very much. And I'd like to dedicate this prayer to our beloved colleague, Reverend Jim Chandler, who um, back in 2007 invited me to join him, and that initiated my ministry. And he's not on the planet anymore, but he is clearly with us. And so here's to you,
Mm,
Rev Jim, because virtual world, and we're connecting with that which is our true connection that doesn't really know time or space, right? Thanks for the technology. We can
yeah.
connect so day. And so I just wanted to start the prayer and this is about love, and this is about um, the mystical message of this time is about dying and being reborn. It's about letting go and then creating space for more to be born. And so um, this is from Richard Rohr, and he speaks about love. Love is constantly creating future possibilities for the good of all concerned, even and especially when things go wrong. Love allows and accommodates everything in the human experience. Love allows both the good and the bad, and really nothing else can do this. Nothing. Love flows unstoppably downward around every obstacle like water. Love and water seek not the higher place, but always the lower. That's why forgiveness is often the most powerful display of love in action. So let us just go within. We close our eyes to go within so that we can be focused on our inner experience. We take a moment to connect with the beautiful breath. Feel the breath lifting and releasing, lifting and releasing. And I invite you to bring your awareness to the truth, which is that this breath is the divine breath, that this breath is the very power and presence of the universe, and that this power and presence has been known by many names throughout all of time. It is intelligent, it is unconditionally loving, it is breathing us. So, in this moment, as we just also recognize and unify with this breath, how can we ever be separate from it? Never can we be separate from it. I invite you to feel your own breath and then connect with the breath of the earth. Perhaps you've been able to be outside a little bit more and are feeling the aliveness of the earth. You just breathe with the earth. And then you just now imagine that you're breathing with others, breathing with humankind. We're all breathing together. This is the opportunity that we have during this time to know that this is what connects us. And I can't help but invite us to take the glory and the beauty of this breath and imagine that those who are suffering from this respiratory virus are now being breathed by the divine as we are. Breathe as one. We all breathe as one. This is the opportunity that we have right now to know our oneness. And it's from that place that I speak a word of truth into this time. And this word of truth is that all all of life, all of love, divine love that showers around every obstacle, as was said. And there is nothing that can do this but love. That love is now the order. Love is now made visible through our own time alone. Love is made visible through our connection with people 6 feet away. Love is made visible by the way in which we are called to serve and to give. And I pass this to you, beloved Robert.
Oh, and I feel that love, that vibration of love, that pure love, the love God has for its creation. And I know this God is a loving God, a God of good, a God of plenty, a God of absolute love and perfection. I feel that vibration running throughout my body, healing the body temple, releasing any old limiting beliefs or thoughts or experiences, allowing myself, my mind, my consciousness to come to the moment of choice, to the moment of this moment, and say, shall I choose the light or shall I choose to turn away from the light? And so I claim for each one here, each one that hears these words now at another time, in another dimension, I claim for each one that hears these words, the choice of yes, the absolute choice of turning to the one and saying, here too, I see love. Here too, I know truth. I recognize the humanness of this time, of this experience, and I recognize the opportunity to dance between the human and the divine and hold both. For what I recognize is humanity is right now moving through an experience of both and. Both what appears to be destructive and ugly, and both a vision of something new, something more. A world that works for everyone, a vision of a brand new consciousness taking form on planet Earth. A consciousness of love and compassion. A new perspective of what it means to be in community. A new ideal of what it means to be neighbors and friends and colleagues. A newness being born onto the planet, and it is taking the place of the old that is being released. The old paradigms, the old ideas, the old belief systems being pushed aside, washed aside into the nothingness from whence they came, and in their place a new form, a new way of being. So I say yes to staring straight into the light. I claim for each their own sacred yes to whatever that may be. Sewing a mask, buying, uh, buying a meal, out and working to keep civilization running. Every hand is vital. And what I know is I know right now we're experiencing just that, a representation that every hand is vital, every voice is vital. I get to choose what is essential and what is not, but I recognize that all that serve are vital. So I am just in a great, great place, welling up with gratitude for all those putting themselves out in the world, and grateful for all those that are able to stay home and work from home and keep themselves out of the world. For there is the great both and that is happening. I am personally grateful to witness it all, to see it with God's eyes. And most especially, I'm grateful to know that God's got this. This is not the end of humanity. This is the next great chapter in human evolution. God is painting its masterpiece right now. And I am grateful to know that God's got this. So I can get out of the way. I can release this word, let go of any question about how or when or why the cure comes, the vaccine comes, this continues, whatever. I affirm that God's got this. And I rest in a deep assurance that it is all good, a deep belief that it is all good, because it truly could be no other way. And so I recognize this truth. I speak this word into the law and I let it be. And I invite each one that hears these words to join me in affirming this truth as we say together. And
And so it
so
is.
it is. And so it is.
Yay. Thank
Oh,
you for having me.
thank you for being here. Folks, you can learn
Yeah.
a whole bunch more about Mary Jo over on her website, maryjohodioniscott.com. And I want to say, I didn't think about it before we sat down. We've been friends for quite a while now and colleagues for quite a
Yes.
while now. And I recognize that tonight I just typed your last name and never double checked myself.
Yay.
After all these years, because I always go and double check myself to make sure I don't miss a letter or something. Tonight I felt like no, I got this. So,
It just flowed well, and I have to say that when I looked at your name to text you today, I especially realized that I had your name spelled right.
See,
So we've just got something going on with the names today.
a
That's
oneness,
good.
a oneness in names. I love it. So,
Yeah. Thank you.
folks, thank you for being with us, Mary Jo. Everyone else will be back again
Yeah.
tomorrow morning, 8:15. Reverend Jody Stevenson's going to be with me tomorrow morning for an Easter prayer. So this should be fun as well. I look forward to
Great.
seeing you.
Happy Easter, everyone. Okay.
Till then, peace and blessings.
Bye.